assigned, that is Mr. Ihezua Osobasi Matthias. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, permit me to lay these petitions before the House. Thank you.
Leave is hereby granted. You may now lay a petition.
Thank you.
Any other petition? No petition. This petition is referred to the House Committee on Public Petition. Before we start the business of the day, let me read an announcement from Honorable Ujuawo Rufus Adeni, Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Air Force, representing Ekiti South Federal Constituency 1, Ekiti State. A letter of commendation to Alpha Babalola University, Ado Ekiti, for outstanding performance in the Times Higher Education Award University ranking. We write to formally bring to the attention of the National Assembly the remarkable performance of Alpha Babalola University, Ado Ekiti. The recently released Times Higher Education Award University ranking. Alpha Babalola University, Ado Ekiti, wholly Nigerian private university established barely a decade ago, has continued to distinguish itself through excellence in teaching, research, innovation, and community service. Its outstanding placement in the 2025 Times Higher Education Global Ranking reflects not only institutional commitment to quality education, but also the visionary leadership of its founder, Alfred Babalola, CON, SN, OFR. This remarkable achievement demonstrates that with the right vision, governance, and accountability, Nigerian universities, public or private, can compete favorably with the best in the world. This achievement is not only a milestone for the university, but also for Nigeria's entire higher education sector. It affirms the potentials of our tertiary institutions to attract global recognition and underscore the need for greater support to both public and private universities in the area of research, innovation, and staff development, envisaged in ongoing legislative reform. I think this is too long, a letter, and it's a bit like marketing the university. Free adverts. So I'll just go to your recommendation that we formally commend Alpha Babalola University for its outstanding international performance, encourage collaboration between the university and public universities to replicate best practices in governance. Thank you very much for letting us know about this. All we can say is congratulations to Alpha Babalola University. Most distinguished colleagues, any member who has a matter of urgent public importance to present to the House may please rise to do so. Honorable Ali Jesse in the House. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my very respected honorable colleagues. I remain Ali Sajesi, PhD, representing Balanga Billiri Federal Constituency from Gombe State, and I am proudly the minority whip of the House of Representatives. Proudly, always proudly minority whip of the House. Mr. Speaker, I have a motion of urgent public importance. I hereby request the House to allow me take the motion as urgent as possible. Thank you. To suspend all the relevant rules to allow me to take it. Thank you.
It's a motion that it's a matter of urgent public importance. It has two legs. First leg is that it's urgent. Second leg is that it's urgent enough to be heard today. The first leg, anybody seconding? Yes.
Mr. Speaker, highly respected colleagues, Ali Usanuma Daki is my name, and I represent the Ala Federal constituency of Kano State. I stand to second the first leg of the motion. I do second, sir.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion. Sorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Taufik Abimbola Jilesoro. I represent the good people of Ife Federal Constituency in Osun State. Mr. Speaker, I'm from the source. I rise to second the second leg of the motion, that the motion is urgent enough for us to take now, while we step down our relevant rules. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The floor is yours, Honorable Ali Jesse.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my very respected honorable colleagues. The motion need to investigate the operations, fundings, and performance of development institutions in Nigeria. The House notes that the federal government established several development finance institutions, including the Bank of Industry, Bank of Agriculture, Development Bank of Nigeria, Nigerian Export Bank, Nexim, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Infrastructural Bank, Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company, Nigerian Consumer Credit Corporations, and others to provide long-term financing to critical sectors, and others to provide long-term financing to critical sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, housing, infrastructure, export, and small and medium enterprises. Also note that those institutions were created to bridge financing gaps in key sectors, promote inclusive economic growth, stimulate industrialization, create jobs, and provide affordable credit and financial advisory services to individuals, corporations, and businesses. Cognizant that Section 88 and 89 of the Constitutions of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, empower the National Assembly to conduct investigations into the activities of any authority charged with executing or administering laws or disbursement of public funds. Also cognizance of the provisions of Order 20, Rule 9 of the Standing Orders of the House of Representatives, which empower the House to constitute committees and ad hoc committees to investigate matters of urgent national importance. Resolve, constitute an ad hoc committee to investigate the operations, funding, sources, disbursement, patterns, and overall performance of all development finance institutions in Nigeria with a view of determining the level of compliance with the respective Establishment Acts and the Central Bank of Nigeria. The total funds received, disbursed, and recovered within the last 7 years. The transparency, accountability, and regional spirit of their intervention. The overall impact of job creation, industrial growth, and national economic development. Mandate the ad hoc committee to report back to the House within 6 weeks. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Any seconder? Yes, Maki.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I remain Abubakar Maki Eleman. I'm from Jigawa State. I represent Malamudori Kaugama Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I write to second the motion heavily moved by minority leader in person of Ali Jesse, who I expect him to join the leading party, APC. I so second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I think it's straightforward. I'll just put the question. Leader, have anything to say?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just want to, as head of government business, commend the Chief Whip for bringing up this motion. One of the problems we have in our country is the lack of information and lack of data. Now we're battling with this whole question of designating Nigeria as a country of concern. But we don't have any information. We don't have many churches, how many mosques, how many Christians or Muslims, number of communities.
Leader, speaking to the mic. They want to hear you.
We are aware that these banks exist or these institutions exist. We don't know what they're doing, what their achievements they've made. All we want is data, information. People engage us, the media, we go outside, you have a development bank, what are they doing? How many people have they supported? What is the recovery rate? No information, it's not in the papers, you go to their website, you don't get it. I think this is a very, very crucial committee. It will empower all of us here with relevant information. And this is just the beginning. We should look at other areas and also see how we can compel them to come and give us relevant data so we can argue and speak outside this floor with authority. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Deputy Whip.
Thank you very much, our own Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives. Right Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka. I speak for the entire Nigerians, as you'll always say. I'm from Ifo-Iweko Federal Constituency, Ogun State. Mr. Speaker, I want to commend the leader for bringing this to fore. Perhaps when my leader spoke, I shouldn't have considered it another option to rise and say after he had spoken. But one key and very important thing that my leader missed again is the duplication of all these efforts by these development and financial institutions. That we have same person benefiting from multiple sources from them. So this motion is apt, is potent, and I want to appeal that it should come alive, such that, in fact, the KPIs, that's the key performance and indicators of those institutions concerned, will be open to the public, and this House will be writing its name on gold under your leadership that we are able to achieve this. That's my submission, that distinguished honorable members, my colleagues and leaders, we should please embrace this going forward. That's my submission, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think it's straightforward, and you have taken your time to clarify on the purposive intention of the proposed motion. Mine is to put the question. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The chair would like that committee to be chaired by the minority leader, and the chairman of all the relevant committees, standard committees related to this subject matter should be members of that committee, and at least one person each from the geopolitical zone should also be in that committee. Leader, take notes as we constitute that committee. Let me repeat, the chairman of that committee, I wanted to be the minority leader to chair the committee. And you have all the chairmen of relevant committees to be there. And from the geopolitical zones, take about 1-1 or 2-2 from the geopolitical zones, as we constitute that. So this motion is referred to the ad hoc committee as spread. Is Honorable Amobi Oga in the House? The floor is yours for your motion.
Thank you, His Excellency, the Speaker that is always speaking for the people. My dear colleagues, my name remains Honorable Amobi Godwin Oga. I represent Nigerians through the good people of Isukwato and Umunnochi Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to move a motion coming under Order 8 Rule 5 on urgent need to investigate the rising insecurity and loss of several lives in Abuja, the federal capital, despite the CCTV project secured with a Chinese loan of over $460 million. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Patrick Umar.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Dr. Patrick Umar. I represent the entire people of Ikot-Ekpene, Esienudem, Obodo-Karafiru constituency. I'm a proud son of Akwa Ibom State. I rise to second the motion as ably moved by my friend and colleague, Honorable Amobi Oga. I so second.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion, yes, all the way back.
Thank you, the Right Honorable Speaker, for yielding the floor. Right Honorable Speaker, respected colleagues, Donald Kemekambo-Jogo is my name, and I represent the very wonderful people of Ilaje Seldu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker and colleagues, I'm from Ondo State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to second the second leg of the motion, that it is urgent enough to be heard. I so second, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The floor is yours, Honorable Amobi.
Thank you, His Excellency, my dear colleagues. My name still remains Honorable Amobi Godwin Oga. I represent the good people of Isukwato and Umunnochi Federal Constituency. My dear colleagues, I'm from Abia State. The House notes that the most important of all responsibilities of government is the protection of lives and property, as well as the entrenchment of security to engender good governance. The House notes also that it was in furtherance of this and in discharge of government obligations that the administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan, acting in good conscience, embarked on the need to curb insecurity in Federal Capital, Abuja, by installing CCTV cameras around strategic areas to monitor unwholesome activities with a view to preventing crime and placing surveillance on criminals and apprehending them. The House notes further that in order to firm up the above, SY Finance Minister Dr. Olusegun Aganga led a federal government delegation to Beijing, China in 2010 to sign a memorandum of understanding with ZTE Communications of China, to which the contract for the installation of the CCTV was equally awarded. The House is concerned that the funds for the contract were secured through a $460 million loan obtained from the China Exim Bank and lifted from a $600 million financing portfolio secured as a soft credit loan with interest repayable in 10 years after an initial 10 years of grace. The House more concerned that despite this huge investment, as well as the financial burden Nigeria is subjected to by way of servicing this loan, the impact of the CCTV is not felt in any manner. Rather than abating, crime rate has soared in Abuja, leading to daily reports of deaths arising from unmonitored crimes around the Federal Capital Territory. The House is worried that the current situation, whereby Nigeria is paying heavily for this loan obtained from a Chinese bank to execute the non-functional CCTV contract undertaken curiously, also by a Chinese firm and contractors, leaves the country in a loss-loss nightmare. My dear colleagues, Honorable Speaker, the House resolves, therefore, to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate this monumental financial investment without a commensurate result. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
My name.
Order, please. Bawao, the congest that place.
Thank you very much, Honorable Amobi. Any seconder? Yes, at the back.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Ete Okbolupum. I represent the good people of Eket, Una, Esreket, and even of Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion as moved by my colleague. So second.
Any amendment? Billy, what is it?
Thank you, my right honorable speaker, my honorable colleagues. I'm Honorable Chief Dr. Billy Famous Adesuwa Osawaru. I represent the good people of Orewan Federal Constituency of Edo State with the smartest working governor and a very, very proud Benichi. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the sponsor of this motion this morning, and I want to thank the 10th Assembly. We are beginning to wake up to our responsibilities. Yes, the three responsibilities of a lawmaker: lawmaking, representation, and oversight. And I've always stated on the floor of this House that if we do a very good oversight, it will be in the interest of the Nigerian people. An motion like this, Mr. Speaker, is a very good oversight on the part of the Parliament. I moved a motion just some few days ago where we brought up an issue of an investigation that had to do with a $35 million project that never started. Today, we are seeing something similar. Why are these motions very important, Mr. Speaker? So that we can discourage other Nigerians that find themselves in public office and abuse it. So this investigation is very timely, Mr. Speaker. This investigation is something we need to quickly encourage so it can be investigated on time and report brought back to this House.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this floor.
The Prince of Niger, wanted to say something.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Said Musa Abdullahi. I represent the people of Bida, Bako, Kacha Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm from Niger State. Mr. Speaker, I also want to draw the same line of commending the sponsor of the motion for bringing an all-important motion such as this. But I also want to draw the attention of the House to the fact that in the 9th Assembly, there was a similar ad hoc committee which was charged with the same mandate that the prayers of the motion is seeking for. So I think it would be wise if we look at what they did in the 9th Assembly, what the resolutions were, before we take on a similar assignment in the 10th Assembly, because I don't want us to get to a situation where you have plenty motion without any movement. So I just wish, I said I should bring to this floor. Thank you. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah.
Jaha, the last person.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ahmed Jaha, Chibok Dambuwa, Goza Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me commend Honorable Amobi Oga for making such presentation that touches on the ability to use taxpayers' money appropriately. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, one of the issues we have in this country is the issue of funding. And we are all aware that the current administration is paying a lot of debts recorded in the past. And one of them is that of the CCTV camera that is not working as I'm speaking to you. In fact, they don't even exist. I don't know which feasibility study was carried out to install this CCTV camera all over Abuja without providing security for them, because it has even gone to the extent that criminals sponsor people to sabotage that particular CCTV camera because a proper feasibility study has not been carried out before the establishment of that. And billions of naira was borrowed. As I'm speaking to you now, Nigeria is suffering paying that thing. So the call for ad hoc committee is very, very appropriate and apt. And we are calling on members to support this. And whenever a public hearing is going to be invited, we invite all and sundry to participate fully in order to provide solution to installation of CCTV camera in the country, especially here in Abuja and any other place we can think of, like Lagos, Port Harcourt, Kano, and other cities in the country. So, honorable members, this is my take in this motion, and I thank Honorable Amobi Oga for suggesting for an establishment of an ad hoc committee to handle this matter. Thank you so much.
I think it's straight to the point. Honorable Idem, please turn off the mic behind you there. Turn off the mic. Thank you. I'll just put the question. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to ad hoc committee as prayed. Idem, please turn off the mic beside you again. Honorable Saidu Musa Abdullahi, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Honorable Saidu Musa Abdullahi. I represent the people of Bida, Bako, Kacha Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm from Niger State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning on a very, very sad note to present a motion of urgent public importance. Mr. Speaker, yesterday we had a terrible incident of tanker explosion in my constituency, to be precise, that so far has cost us over 30 lives. As at yesterday evening, over 30 bodies were buried, and over 40 are being conveyed, as it were, to the National Hospital for superior medical care. So, Mr. Speaker, consequently, I rise under Order 8 Rule 5 to bring a motion on the urgent need for intervention on the recurrent tanker explosions, fatal accidents, and gridlock along the Bida Agela Pailambata Diko Road in Niger State. I also crave the indulgence of the House to suspend all relevant rules to allow me to take this matter as urgent. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so submit.
Probably them, please second.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Idem Unyume, member representing Ukanafun, Orowanam Federal Constituency of Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion as proposed by my colleague and friend, that the matter is urgent enough to be heard now. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion, seconder. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Salman Idris. I speak for the good people of Kababuni, Jumu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the second leg of this motion, that the House will suspend its rules so that this motion could be heard. I so move.
Thank you. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The floor is yours, Honorable Saidi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The House notes with deep grief the recent tanker explosion at Esai village in Kacheleko government area of Niger State, which tragically claimed over 30 lives and left more than 40 others injured, destroying vehicles, livestock, and perishable goods worth millions of naira. Also note that this tragic incident occurred along the Bida-Agay-Lapoilam-Batadiko Road, a major federal highway linking Niger State to the Federal Capital Territory and other parts of the country, serving as a vital route for the transportation of petroleum products, agricultural commodities, and other goods. Further note that the Esai village disaster is only one among recurrent tanker explosions and fatal accidents that have occurred along this corridor in recent months, leading to the persistent loss of lives, livelihoods, and public confidence in the safety of the route. Aware that the Bida-Agay-Lapoilam-Batadiko Road has remained in deplorable condition for decades, despite successive administrations awarding multiple contracts for its rehabilitation, none of which has been fully executed or delivered. Also aware that the rehabilitation and reconstruction of the road was at a point under the Road Infrastructure Tax Credit Scheme, a public-private partnership model designed to leverage corporate tax obligations for critical infrastructure delivery. Concerned that despite the potential of the tax credit scheme to fast-track infrastructural development, the federal government recently announced the cancellation of the scheme, leaving several ongoing or proposed projects involving the Bida-Agay-Lapoilam-Batadiko Road in uncertainty and execution limbo. Further concerned that the continued neglect of this vital highway has resulted in frequent gridlocks, destruction of goods, loss of productive hours, and severe hardship for commuters and residents, while turning the road into a death trap for motorists, tanker drivers, and traders. Recognizes that the Bida-Agay-Lapoilam-Batadiko corridor is not only critical to Niger State, but also to the nation's economic network, connecting agricultural production zones to market and the FCT, thereby demanding immediate federal attention on sustainable interventions. The House therefore resolves to hold the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing and the Federal Road Maintenance Agency to immediately mobilize resources and contractors to commence full rehabilitation, expansion, and completion of the Bida-Agay-Lapoilam-Batadiko Road, especially the sections between Bida and Agay. Mandate the Federal Road Safety Corps and relevant agencies to intensify enforcement of safety standards for tanker and heavy-duty operations, ensuring compliance with roadworthiness, loading procedures, and emergency response protocols. Urge the National Emergency Management Agency to provide relief materials and medical support to the victims and families of the Esai village tanker explosion. Finally, mandate the House Committee on Works, FEMA, FRSC, and Finance to conduct a comprehensive assessment of the road and the status of its previous contractual arrangements and report back within 2 weeks for further legislative action. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Chairman, Judiciary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My respected colleagues, I remain Mahmoud Abdullahi. I represent Agay-Lapai Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Niger State. I rise to second this motion in its entirety, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
Straightforward motion. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committee on FEMA, NEMA, Works, and FRSC, including Finance. Because we have done 3 motions already, please, leader, move that we suspend our rules to take one more.
Mr. Speaker, Professor Julius Ihoveri, Owan Federal Constituency, Edo State, I rise to move that we suspend relevant sections of our rules In order to take one more motion of urgent public importance.
Minority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion as moved by the House Leader. I so second.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. It's Barrister Jesse Onwakalusi. Please make it brief.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues. My name is Barrister Jesse Okejo Onwakalusi. Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, I represent the Nigerians, especially the habit of Lagos. Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, I crave your indulgence to step down the rules of this Honorable House to enable me to move this motion of urgent public importance that involves infrastructure. A motion on dire need to investigate domiciliation of green energy projects with inappropriate entities to avoid standard implementation and loss of value. Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, I consider urgency enough to be allowed to heart. Thank you, sir.
Second up. Yes, sir.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm by name Honorable Ajang Alfred Ilya, member representing the good people of Jos South, Jos East Federal Constituency. I rise to second this motion, that this motion is urgent enough to be heard. Thank you, sir.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion. Yeah, behind, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Barrister Sondi Sirakus Umeha.
You confuse me with Ayakab.
Sir?
Go ahead.
I rise to second the motion that is so urgent that it be heard. I so second.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The floor is yours. Please make it brief.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, for this indulgence. The House knows that the federal government, through various ministries, departments, and agencies, have initiated and funded numerous green and renewable energy projects aimed at promoting sustainable power generation, reducing carbon emission, and improving access to clean water across Nigeria, particularly in rural areas and undeserved communities. Aware that several of these green energy projects, such as solar mini-grid, wind farm, renewable energy initiative, have reportedly been domiciled in entities and institutions that lack the requisite technical capacity, professional competency, and statutory mandate to execute and supervise them effectively. Concerned that this misplaced and inappropriate demonstration of this project undermines the objective Nigerian energy transition plan. Further concerned that it encourages duplication of effort, delay implementation timeline, and often result in substandard and abandoned projects, thereby wasting public funds and eroding public trust. Worried that the lack of due diligence and proper interagency coordination in assigning such projects has led to inefficiency, poor monitoring, and loss of value in delivering renewable energy infrastructure, particularly in rural electrification areas. Cognizant that effective management and administration of green energy projects with competent and appropriate engines such as Rural Electrification Energy Commission of Nigeria, and Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission, among others, are critical in ensuring technical quality, sustainability, and accountability of this project delivery. Disturb, Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, that the continual mismanagement and inappropriate administration of green energy projects could derail the national commitment to United Nations Sustainable Goal 7, affordable and clean energy, and the Paris Climate Agreement targets with grave implications for environmental sustainability and economic growth. Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, resolve to mandate the Committee on Renewable Energy to investigate the widely reported demonstration of green energy and renewable energy projects across MDAs to determine the compliance with due process, capacity standards, and statutory mandate, and report to the House within 4 weeks. Direct the committee to identify cases where renewable projects have been misplaced, mismanaged, underperformed due to administration inappropriate entities, and recommend measures to redress and include sanctions where appropriate. Urge the federal government through the Office of the Secretary of Federal Government and the Brief of Public Procurement to ensure that further green energy projects are domiciled strictly with competent, legally mandated, and technical qualified institutes to guarantee value for money as recommended by the Committee on Renewable Energy. 4, call on the Federal Minister of Power and Energy Commission to develop a clear framework for interagency coordination and delineation of responsibility in the implementation of renewable energy and green energy initiative and report to the House within 4 weeks. 5th, propose an urgent amendment on the Electric Power Sector Reform Act to realign existing laws with renewable energy objectives. Mr. Speaker and my colleagues are so moved. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Your Excellency, the People's Speaker, highly respected colleagues, Basi Akwa is my name. I speak for Calabar Municipality, Odubai Federal Constituency. Your Excellency, I'm a proud cross-bearer. I rise this afternoon to second the motion as moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
I think it's a straightforward bill, and my motion, I'll just put the question. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committee on Renewable Energy. Honourable members, the first business of the day is presentation of report of the Committee on Rules and Business and further review of the standing orders of the House of Representatives. This is standing in the name of Honourable Francis Wyver. Honourable Wyver is invited to present the report.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Francis Ejirogane Wyver is my name. I represent the entire people of Ughelli North, Ughelli South, and Udu Federal Constituency. I'm from Delta State. I rise to move that the House do receive the report of the Committee on Rules and Business on the further review of the standing orders of the House of Representatives, 11th edition. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Please, Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to second the motion. As so moved, I so second.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Honourable Wyver, please lay the report. Most distinguished colleagues, the second business of the day is presentation of report of the Committee on Basic Education and Services. The bill for an act to amend the Compulsory, Free and Universal Basic Education Act, Cap 14, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Mark B. Useni. Members will recall that the bill was referred to the committee on Wednesday, 20th March 2024. The report is ready for presentation. Honorable Useni is invited to present the report. Honorable Useni.
the Right Honorable Speaker, my distinguished colleagues, my name is Mark Useni, PhD. I represent Takum Donga, Usa Federal Constituency. I'm from Taraba State. Mr. Speaker, I wish to respectfully move that the House do receive the report of the Committee on Basic Education and Services on a bill for an act to amend the Compulsory Free and Universal Basic Education Act, CAP, number 4, Laws of the Federal Republic, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, and for related matters, HB 1662. I humbly move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Useni. Any seconder from that committee? Yes, sir. What is happening to his mic, technicians?
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Speaker. My name is Solomon Wombu. I represent the people of Kasnala, Ukum, Logo Federal Constituency. I stand this morning to second the motion ably moved by my chairman that the report on HB 1662 be received. I so second, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Useni, Chairman, you may now lay the reports. Most respected colleagues, the first order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to establish Avani Koku Federal University of Education, or Imo State, for the promotion and development of teacher education, make comprehensive provision for management and administration of the university, and for related matters. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted a report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Tuesday, 21st October 2025. I now call the Leader of Leaders, Honorable Julius Ihonvere, House Leader, to move that the bill be now read the third time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Professor Julius Ihonvere, CON, Omo Federal Constituency, Edo State. Mr. Speaker, if you permit me, items 1 to 5 are all for third reading, and they're all under the same name. So I rise to move that HB 2233, HB 2232, HB 2229, HB 18, and HB 1964 all be read for a third time. I so move.
Minority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, highly respected colleagues, Aliyu Sani Madaki is my name, representing the Ala Federal Constituency of Kano State. I stand to second the motion that items 1 to 5 on today's orders of bills for today. I second the motion as moved by the House Leader. I do second.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, read the long title of the bills, 5 of them.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to establish Alvan Ikoku Federal University of Education, Owerri, Imo State, for the promotion and development of teacher education, make comprehensive provision for management and administration of the university and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to establish Maitama Sule Federal University of Education, Kano, Kano State, for the promotion and development of teacher education, make comprehensive provision for management and administration of the university and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to establish Federal University of Education, Zaria, Kaduna State, and for the promotion and development of teacher education, make comprehensive provision for management and administration of the university and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to repeal the Federal Polytechnic Kaduna and establish Federal University of Technology Kaduna to provide training and teaching instruction in every aspect of education and such other fields of applied learning relevant to the needs of the development of education in Nigeria, matters of administration and discipline of students and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to repeal the Nigerian Army University Bill Act 2020 and enact the Federal University of Borno State and for related matters. Third reading.
Thank you, Clerk. Bill for the establishment of Avani Koku Federal University of Education, Owerri, Imo State, HB 2233, read third time and pass. A bill for an act to establish Maitama Sule Federal University of Education, Kano, Kano State, HB 2232, read third time and pass. A bill for an act to establish Federal University of Education, Zaria, Kaduna State, HB 2229, read third time and pass. A bill for an act to repeal the Federal Polytechnics Kaduna and establish Federal University of Technology Kaduna, HB 18, read third time and pass. A bill for an act to repeal the Nigerian Army University Bill at 2020 and enact the Federal University Bill, Borno State, and for related matters, HB 1964, read third time and pass. Distinguished colleagues, the sixth order of the day is commencement of debate. The general principles of a bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 to clarify the taxation powers of the federal, state, and local governments, to define the scope of taxes and levies collectible by each tier of government, to prevent multiple taxation and unlawful outsourcing of revenue collection, and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Benjamin Okezie-Kalu and four others, honorable members recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, 16 October 2025. And I invite one of the sponsors of the bill, Honorable Joshua Audu Ghana, to move that the bill be now read a second time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Joshua Audu Ghana, member representing Lavum Mokwa Edati Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Niger State. Mr. Speaker, I move that an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as altered to clarify the taxation powers of the federal, state, and local governments, to define the scope of taxes and levies collectible by each tier of government, to prevent multiple taxation and unlawful outsourcing of revenue collection, and for related matters, I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to this bill? Yes, sir. Second. You.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My honorable colleagues, Bada Ahmed Yusuf is my name, I represent the good people of Shannon Bagwe Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker, Honorable colleague, I'm from Kano State. Mr. Speaker, I stand before you to second the motion heavily raised by my honorable colleague. Mr. Speaker, I so second. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The floor is yours to give us 2 minutes synopsis of the debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to present a bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as altered, to clarify the taxation powers of the federal, state, and local governments, to define the scope of taxes and levies collectible by each tier of government, to present multiple taxation and unlawful outsourcing of revenue collection and for other related matters. Mr. Speaker, before this hallowed house is this bill, HB 2545, I'm sorry, House Bill 2545. The bill seeks to bring order where confusion reigns, to create clarity where overlaps have persisted, and to ensure that every naira raised, shared, or spent by government is traceable, lawful, and transparent. At the heart of this bill is a simple but transformative goal, which is to align the revenue powers of the Federation, states, and local governments in a way that promotes efficiency, discourages duplication, and restores trust in the fiscal system. Honorable colleagues, the fiscal architecture of our Federation has over time become congested and conflicting. Multiple taxes and levies are imposed at different tiers of government, often on the same taxpayer. Revenue agencies overlap, creating inefficiencies, litigations over collection rights, and seen in disputes over value-added tax, stamp duty, and personal income tax. In many instances, private consultants or agents are unlawfully contracted to collect taxes and levies, giving room for corruption, harassment, and revenue leakages. These dysfunctions weaken our ability to plan budgets accurately, erode investor confidence, and alienate citizens from government. To strengthen our budgetary process, therefore, we must first strengthen the foundation of fiscal order, and it's precisely what this bill does. Mr. Speaker, because of our time, may I just go through the key provisions? The bill comprises of 4 clauses. 1, to provide a clarification that stamp duties collected by federal government apply only to the documents and transactions involving a corporate body, while stamp duties arising from transactions by individuals fall within the jurisdiction of states. 2, introduce a new item 59 value-added tax or consumption tax as express item on the exclusive legislative list, ensuring national uniformity, predictability, and a clear constitutional basis for VAT administration by the Federation. 3, prohibit the outsourcing of tax collection to private entities. 4, introduce a ceiling to the maximum number of taxes, levies, or charges that may be imposed on income, consumption, or property of a person in a year. And lastly, 5, streamline taxation by local government councils and strike out redundant and overlapping taxing powers so as to prevent harassment of traders, artisans, and small businesses at the local level. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, if this bill is passed, It will reduce intergovernmental conflicts over revenue collection, strengthen fiscal coordination across the three tiers of government, and enhance budget predictability, enabling governments to plan expenditures on the basis of stable, clearly defined revenue streams. I therefore humbly urge this People's House to support this bill for a second reading and commit to the Committee on Constitutional Review for further legislative actions. Let us, through this amendment, lay the constitutional foundation for fiscal, disciplined, transparent, and efficient Nigeria. I thank you for listening and your support. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, Ginger, please second.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Ginger Obinna Onwusibe. I represent the people of Isialangwa North, Isialangwa South Federal Constituency of Abia State. I rise to second the motion as moved. I so second.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committee on Constitutional Review. The seventh order of the day is a step down by order of the House. Oh, before that, please, Clerk, can you read us the long title?
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended to clarify the taxation powers of the federal, state, and local governments, to define the scope of taxes and levies collectible by each tier of government, to prevent multiple taxation and unlawful outsourcing of revenue collection, and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to Committee on Constitutional Review. Honorable colleagues, the seventh order of the day is the commencement of debate on general principle of a bill for an act to alter the Constitution, which is hereby stepped down for more legislative consultation by the leave of the House. Distinguished colleagues, the eighth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Raw Material Research and Development Council Act number 28, 2022 to provide for the protection and development of Nigerians' local manufacturing and processing industries and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Julius Ihonvere, honorable members will recall the bill was transmitted from the Senate, seeking the concurrence of the House, and read the first time on Wednesday, 22nd July, 2025. And I invite the leader of leaders to move that the bill be now read the second time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Number 8 on the orders of the day is a Senate bill for an act to amend the Raw Materials Research and Development Council Act number 28, 2022 to provide for the protection and development of Nigeria's local manufacturing and processing industries and for related matters. SB 606. I move that it be read the second time, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Seconder.
Mr. Speaker, highly respected colleagues, Aliyu Sanima Daki is my name, representing the Ala Federal Constituency of Kano State. I stand to second the motion that Bill number SB 606 be read for the second time. I do second.
Thank you. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to amend the Raw Materials Research and Development Council Act number 28, 2022 to provide for the protection and development of Nigeria's local manufacturing and processing industries and for related matters. Second reading.
Thank you very much. This bill is referred to Committee of the Whole. Leader, I hope the way we are progressing these bills from the Senate, that is the same way they are reciprocating after the last time we complained about it, because I've seen the speed with which we handle their bill. I hope they are reciprocating. Kindly monitor that. Chairman, Rules and Business, also give me a feedback on what we discussed last time about the progression of our bills before the Senate. I've seen the speed with which we are progressing the ones that come from Senate. Let it be the same from the other side. Please, I would like to have a feedback tomorrow. The ninth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principle of a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council Act, Cap A 12, Laws of Federation of Nigeria to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Agriculture and Technology, or PIALO, Ajapo, Benue State, and for related matters, signed in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the bill was transmitted from the Senate seeking the concurrence of the House and read the first time Tuesday, 14th October 2025. And I invite Honorable Julius Ihumbere, House Leader, to move that the bill be now read the second time.
Mr. Speaker.
Kafilat.
Julius Ihumbere.
Kafilat
was distracting.
Kafilat, how many times did I call you?
I wanted to report.
Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker.
You are protected. You are protected. You are protected.
Restrain myself from divulging what Deputy Leader was asking Kafila to do for him.
Please don't divulge. You are protected.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Keep it confidential.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that a bill for an act to amend the Raw Materials Research and Development Council Act number 28, 2022. No. A bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Agriculture and Technology, Opialu, Ajapo, Benue State, and for related matters, SB 864, be read a second time.
Thank you, Leader. Minority Leader, second, please.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I stand to second the motion that Bill number SB 864 be read for the second time. I do second.
Thank you. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Agriculture and Technology, or PIALO, or Ajapo, Benue State, and for related matters. Second reading.
Thank you, Clerk. Bill referred to the Committee of the Whole. The 10th order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend Federal Medical Centers Act 2022 and provide for the establishment of Free Medical Center, a Federal Medical Center, Port Harcourt, Rivers State. For related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Blessing Chigeru Amadi. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 3rd October 2023. And I invite Honorable Amadi to move that the bill be now read the second time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My dear colleagues, I am Honorable Barrister Blessing Chigeru Amadi, representing the good people of Port Harcourt, Rivers State, and Ikwere Woman. I hereby rise to move that a motion that the Federal Medical Center Act of 2022 be amended to provide for the establishment of the Federal Medical Center, Port Harcourt, and to be read for the second time.
Any seconder? Yes, sir.
So move. Okay.
Your Excellency, honorable colleagues, Honorable Donatus Matthew, member representing Kaura Federal Constituency, I rise to second the motion ably moved by my honorable colleague. I so second.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Please, the floor is yours. Lead your debate, but I don't think you need to say much there because it's an establishment bill. I'll just put the question. Those in support that this motion be read second time say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
Blessing, have you thanked the House, Blessing?
I wish to thank you, my dear Speaker, and my brothers and sisters in this House. Thank you very much. Good tidings from Port Harcourt.
Thank you.
A bill for an act to amend Federal Medical Centers Act 2022 and provide for establishment of Federal Medical Center, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, and for related matters. Second reading.
Thank you, Clerk. This bill is referred to the Committee on Health Institutions. The 11th order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principle on a bill for an act to amend the Tertiary Education Trust Fund Act 2011 to include private tertiary education institutions in management and administration of funds and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Adeni Ojuawo, honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 20th May 2025. And I invite Honorable Adeni Ojuawo to move that the bill be read the second time.
Thank you, Excellency Speaker. My honorable colleagues, my name is Air Vice Marshal Ojuawo, retired, and I represent the good people of Ekiti South Federal Constituency 1. I'm from Ekiti State. I rise this morning to step down with the list of the Speaker, sir, and the list of my honorable colleagues to step down this bill for further interactions and collaboration for the bill to come back. I hereby step down the bill, sir.
Thank you. Bill stepped down by the leave of the House. That is legislative maturity. I commend you for that. I commend you. I think Ekiti must be very proud of you.
Gadi.
The 12th order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principle of a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of Bureau for Insurance of Government Assets and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Ahmed Osman Jaha. Members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Wednesday, 19th March 2025. And I invite Honorable Jaha to move that the bill be now read the second time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. I'm Jaha, Chibok Damboa Goza Federal Constituency. I rise to move for it to be read the second time, a bill for an act to provide for establishment of Bureau for Insurance of Government Assets and related matters, HB 2201. I so move.
Thank you very much. Maki always likes seconding you, but I will not give him this time. He likes seconding your brother all the time. I'm going to those who have not had the opportunity. Please, second. The red cap, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain...
Maki, your brother knows that Maki, Jaha, your brother knows that you're seconding in spirit. He knows that, so don't worry, he knows you're seconding in spirit. So go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name remains Honorable Joseph Mwabashi, representing Azanoti Shelu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Ebonyi State. I rise to second the motion as moved by my dear colleagues. I so second.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Jaha.
Thank you,
it's
sir.
An establishment bill.
Yes, maybe 1 minute.
Let me give you 2 minutes. Just
okay, thank
2
you,
minutes.
Sir. With your
Don't
kind
exceed 2 minutes.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, this bill for an act seeks for your support that the bill be read the second time. The bill seeks to provide for establishment of Bureau for Insurance of Government Assets in Nigeria. Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members, It is a known fact that government buildings and other public assets are not insured. Hence, the bill seeks to address the lacuna and protect government critical assets in Nigeria. A bill is divided into 6 parts consisting of 32 clauses and a schedule. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, the essence of this bill is to identify and evaluate regulations and policies relating to the insurance of government assets, maintain records and take inventory of all insured government assets, and maintain a risk management framework for the government among other functions of the Bureau. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, the bill is structured into directorates and to be headed by the Executive Secretary, who will be answerable to the board. Honorable members, the bill, when passed, will address the existing gap in the insurance of government assets in Nigeria, and therefore urge you to allow the bill to be read the second time.
Thank you very much. I think it's straightforward. I just put the question. Those in support of this bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act provides for establishment of Bureau for Insurance of Government Assets and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to committees on insurance and actuary matters and public assets. The 13th order of the day, which is the final one on second reading, and the final, yes, on second reading, is commencement of debate on general principles of a bill for an act to establish Department of State Services Security Trust Fund to provide for its management, funding, and utilization to enhance national security operations and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Yusuf Adamu Gade. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time Tuesday, 11th March 2025. And I invite Honorable Gade to move that the bill be now read the second time. Honorable Gade, please.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. My name is Yusuf Adamu Gagdi. I represent Panshinkanke Kanam Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Plateau State. I rise, Mr. Speaker, to move that a bill for an act to establish a Department of State Service Security Trust Fund to provide for its management, funding, and utilization to enhance national security operations and for related matters. I move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to this motion? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mudashiru Alani Lukman is my name, representing the good people of Iwo Ayedire Olaoluwa Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Osun State. I rise this afternoon to second that Bill HB 217H should be read for second time. I shall second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Gadi, the floor is yours. Make it brief.
Once again, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for this opportunity. It's going to be very brief, but I thank you again for passing the Federal University of Education Canon for third reading and that of Zaria, which is equally sponsored by myself. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the honor. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I rise to lead the debate on the bill for an act to establish the Department of State Services DSS Security Trust Fund to provide for its management, funding, and utilization to enhance national security operations. Mr. Speaker, the bill seeks to create a dedicated, transparent, and sustainable funding framework for the Department of State Service, Nigeria's primary domestic intelligence agencies, whose operations are vital to our national security and stability. Mr. Speaker, the fund will ensure that the Department of State Service has a reliable source to respond effectively to the country's growing security challenges. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the rationale behind this bill is to address the persistent problems of inadequate and unpredictable funding that hampered intelligence operations. The Department of State Service played a critical role in counter-terrorism operations and internal security operations, but yet its effectiveness is often constrained by delayed and shortfall in budgetary releases. Establishing this trust fund, Mr. Speaker, will guarantee financial sustainability, allowing for quick response to threat and better planning of intelligence activities. Mr. Speaker, it will also promote transparency and accountability in security financing while encouraging contributions from federal, state governments, and private sector, including international partners. Mr. Speaker, the key objective of this bill is to provide for a sustainable financial sources for intelligence and security operation, particularly of that of Department of State Service. It's equally to support the acquisition of modern surveillance and communication equipment for communication equipment, funding and training and capacity building of the personnel of Department of State Services will equally be encouraged if this bill is passed. It will finally ensure transparency, accountability through a well-structured board. Mr. Speaker, this fund, if managed, it will be managed by the governing board, including key stakeholders of Department of State Service, Ministry of Finance, Office of the National Security Advisors, the Governors Forum, and the private sector to ensure proper oversight and effective utilization of the resources. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, this bill is a proactive response to Nigeria's evolving security challenges. It strengthens the national security capacity and of the Department of State Services and provides a sustainable mechanism for financing intelligent operations, which is the brain box of any operation. I therefore urge my honorable colleagues, Mr. Speaker, to support the passage of this bill for the second reading in the interest of national security and public safety. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Kafilas.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues. My name is Kafila Togbara. I represent Koshofe Federal Constituency. I rise this afternoon to second a bill for an act to establish Department of State Security Trust Fund to provide for its management, funding, and utilization to enhance national security operations and for related matters. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll just put the question. It's an establishment bill. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to establish Department of State Services Security Trust Fund to provide for its management, funding, and utilization to enhance national security operations and for related matters. Second reading.
Honorable Gadi, we are watching you. I hope you are not going out when you finish this bill.
Bill is referred to Committee on National Security and Intelligence. The 14th order of the day. Before the 14th order of the day, Clerk, I have some members of ad hoc committees to announce, few of them, then I'll come back to the remaining. We have about 5 ad hoc committees, 6 ad hoc committees, but I will announce 3 now, and then when we finish, we'll do 3. Please listen attentively. This is the ad hoc committee on investigation of decommissioning and abandonment, compliance in Nigerian petroleum industry. It will be chaired by Honorable Ejiro Waife. The members are as follows. No, we'll suspend this. We'll announce it later on. I need it to be more balanced, the membership to be more balanced. The 14th order of the day is a motion on need to investigate the alleged use of harmful chemicals and preservatives for frozen foods in Nigeria, standing in the name of Honorable Chico Kalfa. Honorable Kalfa is invited to move the motion.
Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Speaker, Benjamin Okezie Carlo, PhD, Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. My name is Chike John Enyiabia. Yes. My name is Chike John Okafor. I represent the good people of Ehimembano, Ihitu Oboma, Obo Federal Constituency. I'm from Imo State. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues, I rise this afternoon to move a motion for the need to investigate the alleged use of harmful chemicals as preservatives for frozen foods in Nigeria. The House notes the alleged use of harmful chemicals as preservatives for frozen foods and other food items in Nigeria with a view to strengthening food safety regulations in the nation. Also notes that as the representatives of the Nigerian people, it's our duty to ensure that food consumed by citizens is safe, healthy, and free from harmful substances which have caused numerous deaths. Aware of recent reports and allegations on the use of dangerous chemicals such as formalin, sniper, kerosene, and other harmful preservatives in frozen foods and other consumable items. Worried that these chemicals are often used to extend the shelf life of food products which can be harmful for consumption, cancerous, and damage organs. Concerned that alleged use of harmful chemicals in food preservation further exacerbates the challenges as it undermines public trust in the safety of food storage and threatens the health and well-being of millions of Nigerians. Alarmed that Nigeria is already grappling with challenges related to food security, including poor agricultural practices, inadequate storage facilities, and the impact of climate change, thus threatening the health and well-being of millions of Nigerians. Cognizant that the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, the Standard Organization of Nigeria, SON, and the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, saddled with the responsibility of ensuring food safety, have been alleged to exhibit complicity and negligence, thereby suggesting critical gaps in the enforcement of food safety standards. The House is hereby invited to resolve to mandate the committees on nutrition and food security, committees on NAFDAC, committees on healthcare services and safety standards and regulations to investigate the alleged use of harmful chemicals as preservatives in frozen foods in Nigeria and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Right Honorable Speaker, my colleagues, I so move.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleague, my name is Honorable Danladi Suleiman Agwe, member representing the good and very fantastic people of Lokoja Kogi Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kogi State. I hereby second the motion, ably moved by my dear brother. I so second. Thank you, sir.
Please look at the mic beside you and turn it off. Hajia, turn off the mic beside you. All right, amendment. Who wanted to do amendment? Yes.
Thank you very much, my dear Speaker, my colleagues. My name is Clement Jimbu. I still represent the very good people of Abak Etmekbu, Ika Federal Constituency from Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, let me commend first the mover of this motion, but I want to suggest in the amendment that the Committee on Agriculture should be added in the list of committees to carry out this oversight. This is so because it's dealing with agricultural produce. So maybe from the point of harvest to storage, this information should be disseminated to that extent. I so move.
Thank you. Any seconder to this amendment? Any seconder? Yes. The Prince of Kwara.
Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, highly respected colleagues, I remain Tijani Kayode Ismail. I represent the good people of Ifelodun of Oyun Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kwara State. I stand to second the amendment made by my brother from Akwa Ibom. I so second.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this amendment say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Any other amendment? No. Those in support of this motion as amended say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committees on Nutrition and Food Security, NAFDAC, Health Services, Healthcare Services, Safety Standard and Regulation, Agriculture, and Legislative Compliance. The 15th order of the day is a motion on the need to resolve the backlog and ease the issuance of driver's license. Standing in the name of Honorable Felix Uche Nweke, Honorable Nweke is invited to move the motion. And that is the last motion of the day.
Honorable Mukhtar. Honorable Mukhtar. Mukhtar Kazauri, please approach the acting chief whip. Mukhtar Kazauri.
Right, Honorable Speaker, Honorable members, I am Nweke Felix Uche. I represent Elemetai, Oyibo, Federal Constituency, and from Rivers State. I rise to move a motion on the need to resolve the backlog and ease the issuance of driver's licenses in Nigeria. The House notes the unending backlog in the processing and issuance of driver's licenses in the country. Also notes that an average Nigerian citizen has to wait between 3 to 6 months for capturing after applying for a driver's license, and almost a year for the license of a permanent driver's license, for issuance of a permanent driver's license. Worried that most Nigerians whose licenses have expired are subjected to using temporary driver's license, which lasts for only 3 months and have to pass through the Herculean task of renewing same every other 3 months while waiting for unending queue for their license to be ready. Also worried that if nothing is done to ease the backlog in the issuance of driver's license in the country, it will continue to be an unending source of stress for the citizens. The House resolves to urge the Federal Road Safety Commission, FRSC, and the Vehicle Inspection Office, VIO, to identify the cause of the backlog and ease them within reasonable time frame. The House mandates the Committee on Federal Road Safety Commission to investigate backlog in the processing and issuance of driver's license in Nigeria and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Any seconder? I'm going back there, yes. Yes, you. With the white cap.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name remains Boniface Emerengwa, representing the good people of Ikwerema Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Rivers State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second this motion, ably moved by my colleague, Honorable Felix Weke. I so second. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think it's a straightforward motion. And the motion very succinctly put, very short, very direct to the issue. I'll just put the question. Those in support of this motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. I must commend that motion. The way you structured it straight to the point, without wasting parliamentary time. Thank you. The motion is referred to Committee on Federal Road Safety Commission and Legislative Compliance. The 16th order of the day is consideration of a bill for an act to provide for establishment of National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies to have responsibility for the conduct and regulation of examination and its due administration and for related matters. Honorable members will recall that the bill was committed to the Committee of the Whole on Thursday, 10 October 2024. Honorable Julius Ihombere will move for its consideration.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Professor Julius Ihombere, CON, Owan Federal Constituency, Edo State. I rise to move that a bill for an act to provide for establishment of National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies to have responsibilities for the conduct and regulations of examinations and its due administration and for related matters, HB 1469, be considered by the Committee of the Whole. I so move.
Minority, can you second? Minority second.
Mr. Speaker, highly respected colleagues, I stand to second the motion as well moved by the House Leader.
Don't mind him, you are protected. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The 17th order of the day is consideration of reports of the Committee on Rules and Business and the further review of the standing orders of the House of Representatives, 11th edition. And members will recall that the report was laid on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025. Honorable Waife will move for its consideration. I think this consideration should be given a full day if we're going to do it for this particular. Is it not vast?
The new committees, and then we dotted some I's and T's in the old order. But it's necessary. primarily the new committees. Maybe if I move for the consideration, at the point of consideration, Your Excellency can take a second look.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Francis Ejirogene YVS, my name. I represent the entire people of Ughelli North, Ughelli South, and Udu. I rise to move that the House do consider the report of the Committee on Rules and Business on the further review of the standing orders of the House of Representatives, 11th edition, and approve recommendations therein. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Deputy Chairman, can you second?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My distinguished colleagues, I'm Honorable Bello Isa Ambarura, member representing Goraba Ilela. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Sokoto State. Mr. Speaker, I rise up to second the motions ably moved by my chairman on the need to consider the report of the Committee on Rules and Business on further review of the standing orders. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The 18th order of the day is consideration of 5 reports of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions. Honorable Abiodun Ishaq Akinlade will move for their consideration.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, Akinlade Abiodun Ishaq is my name, representing the good people of Yewa South, Ikpokia Federal Constituency. I'm from Gateway State, Ogun State, Mr. Speaker. My dear colleagues, Honorable Speaker, I have 5 reports to present. I want to seek the leave of the House to present the report together.
Yeah, just call them by number.
That this House do receive the report of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions on a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap 12, Law of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, HB 849, HB 1380, HB 737, HB 572, and HB 1289. I do move, my dear colleagues.
Any seconder, a member of that committee? Marky, please second.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I'm Abubakar Maki Eleman. I'm from Jigawa State. I represent Malamudori Kaugama Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion heavily moved by my honorable colleague. I so second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader, please move that the House do resolve into the Committee of the Whole to consider these reports.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that the House do resolve to Committee of the Whole in order to consider the reports before the House. I so move.
Minority second. Leader, turn off your mic.
Mr. Speaker, highly respected colleagues, Aliyu Sanuma Daki is my name, representing the Lapero constituency of Kano State. I stand to second the motion that the House do dissolve into Committee of the Whole to consider the report. I do second.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The House hereby resolve into the Committee of the Whole to consider the report laid before the Committee of the Whole. Honorable colleagues, the House is now in Committee of the Whole, where the Speaker sits as the Chairman of the Committee of the Whole. The first bill to be considered is that of an act to provide for establishment of National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies, to have responsibilities for the conduct and regulation of examination and its due administration and for related matters. I invite the Leader of the House, Professor Julius, to give us the synopsis of the bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Professor Julius Ihovere, of one federal constituency, Edo State. Mr. Chairman, this is a bill that has followed me from the 9th House. As Chairman, Basic Education, I had the singular honor and privilege at that time, among other institutions, to also oversight the National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies. It has existed for well over a decade, performing excellent functions in conducting examination in Arabic and Islamic and other subjects for Nigerians, and it had no law, and we've been appropriating money. So this is just an attempt to formally put in place a law to regulate the activities of this board. It's a very important board, and I urge this House to support this proposed bill and approve it. So submit, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Leader. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 30, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill be made part of this legislation. And I ask the question, clauses 1 to 10, 11 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 30, the shadows, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill, the first report to be considered is that of the Committee on Rules and Business and further review of the standing orders of the House of Representatives. And I invite for 5 minutes the Chairman of Rules and Business, Honorable Francis Waife, to give us the synopsis of the bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Francis Ejirogene Waife is my name. This report deals with 3 basic things. The first is to correct the taproot errors in the existing standing order. And the other is to provide jurisdiction for new committees that have cropped up during this time of the 10th Assembly. And then the third is to adjust areas where there are conflicts between committee jurisdiction. It's quite simple and self-explanatory. I'll be glad if we can take it and conclude on it. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I have a problem with this report. And the problem I have with this report that I did an independent analysis of the House rules, and I found 3 versions, which I would want us to look at beyond the committees and the mandates parameters of the committees. I found certain things which I was actually hoping to discuss with you before I saw this. I will pray that you step this down, and then we'll bring it back on Tuesday. Within now and Tuesday, I want to go through some of the things I've discovered, so that by the time you bring this, it will be all encompassing. Because what I've seen here now is mainly the mandate of committees. There are certain other errors and duplications in the provisions that I have taken my time as the Chairman of Committee of the Whole to notice in those orders. And I'll show it to you as the chairman of Rules and Business, so that your report will have that feedback. So if you don't mind, can you step this down, and we'll take it on Tuesday.
Bill, step down as the chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The second report to be considered is that of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions on a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, Act Cap 812, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Fishery and Aquaculture, Olupona, Osun State, and for related matters. The third report will be to consider the report of the Committee on Agriculture, Colleges and Institutions on the bill for an act to establish National Institute for Organic Agriculture and Food Safety Research, Olonna North, Isukwato, Abia State, and for related matters. The fourth report to be considered is that of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions on the bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria and Act Cap 812, Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for the establishment of National Institute of Rubber Research and Technology, Lushin, Ogun State, and for related matters. And the fifth report to be considered is that of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions on a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigerians Act, Cap 812, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for the establishment of Federal College of Agriculture, Mbatie, Buruku, Benue State, and for related matters. And the sixth report to be considered is that of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions, bill for NAT to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, Act Cap 812, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for the establishment of Federal College of Food Technology, Alo, Yagba, East, Kogi State, and for related matters. And I invite the chairman of this committee, Honorable Abiodun Ishek Akinlade, to give us the synopsis of all these bills at once so that we can consider them one after the other.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My dear colleagues, the 5 bills seek to amend the third schedule of the Principal Act by inserting the last existing paragraph with the new paragraph for the 5 new bills. These bills seek to, that we propose, they are aimed to promote agricultural education, enhance productivity and sustainable, develop human capacity, and improve agricultural productivity through practical skills and research. The only argue that this bill tries to amend is the third schedule of the principal act. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Chairman.
So they are the same, all three, just the names. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 3, the schedules and explanatory memorandum, as well as the long title of the bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Fisheries and Aquaculture, HB 849, be made part of this legislation. Clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, long title of the bill. The question is that clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill be made part of the legislation on an act to establish a National Institute for Organic Agriculture and Food Safety Research, Olonna North, Isukwato, Abia State, and for related matters, HB 1380, be made part of this legislation. The question to the House is that clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. The next to be considered is the bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, Act Cap 812, Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for the establishment of National Institute of Rubber Research and Technology, Lushin, Ogun State, and for related matters, HB 737. The question for the House is that clauses 1 to 3 be carried, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title. Clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. The next to be considered is the bill for an act to amend the same act, which is Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act A, Cap A 12, Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for the establishment of Federal College of Agriculture, Mbatie, Buruku, Benue State, for related matters, HB 572. Clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. The last one is the bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Cap A12, Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for the establishment of the Federal College of Food Technology and Law, Jagba East, Kogi State, and for related matters, HB 1289. Clause 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. Leader, please move that the House will resolve to plenary to report progress from the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise to move that the House will resolve to plenary so the Chairman, acting as Speaker, can give a report to the House on the outcome.
Thank you very much. Minority Leader, please.
Mr. Chairman, respected colleagues, I stand to second the motion that the House do revert back to plenary to report progress. I do second.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The House hereby resolved to plenary to report progress.
So my two leaders there, you need to concentrate. We are yet to adjourn the House. Thank you.
The House reverts to plenary where the chairman now sits as the Speaker of the section to report progress from the Committee of the Whole. And the House and the Committee of the Whole consider the report on the bill for an act to provide for the establishment of National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies to have responsibilities for the conduct and regulation of examinations and its due administrations and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 30, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. It is the Chairman's report that the House and the Committee of the Whole consider the report of the Committee on Rules and Business on the further review of the standing orders of the House of Representatives 11th edition, step-down consideration for further legislative actions. It is the Chairman's report that the House and the Committee of the Whole consider the report of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions on a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Cap A12, Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for the establishment of Federal Colleges of Fishery and Aquaculture, Olupona, Osun State, and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, the explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. It is the Chairman's report that the House and the Committee of the Whole consider the report of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions on the bill for an act to establish the National Institute for Organic Agriculture and Food Safety Research, Olonna North, Isukuato, Abia State, and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. It is the Chairman's report that the House and the Committee of the Whole consider the report of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions on the bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria and Act Cap A12, Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for establishment of National Institute of Rubber Research and Technology, Ilushin, Ogun State, and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. It is the Chairman's report that the House and the Committee of the Whole consider the report of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions on the bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for the establishment of Federal College of Agriculture, Mbatie, Buruku, Benue State, and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Finally, it is a report of the chairman from the Committee of the Whole that the committee consider the report of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions on a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Cap 812 Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004 to make provision for the establishment of Federal Colleges of Food, College of Food Technology Law, Jagba, East, Kogi State, and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. Leader, please move that the House do adopt the report of the Committee of the Whole as a working instrument of the Parliament.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that the House do adopt the report of the Speaker from the deliberations of the Committee of the Whole as working documents of this House. I so move.
Thank you very much. Minority.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I stand to second the motion that the House do adopt the report of the Committee of the Whole as working document of the House. I do second.
Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The report of the Committee of the Whole is hereby adopted as a working instrument of the Parliament and should be referred to at all times. I have an announcement to make, and the first is coming from the Minority Leader of the House, who has asked that I inform all Southern PDP caucus members that there will be an emergency meeting today holding at room 425, Minority Leadership Meeting Room at 2:30 p.m. Signed, Kingsley Chinda, Minority Leader, Announcer. I didn't hear you, Honorable Jimmy. I'm trying not to hear you. All right, announcement of ad hoc committees. Ad hoc committee to investigate the operation, funding, and performance of development finance in Nigeria, which I had mentioned that Minority will lead before. I'm reversing it, that it will be led by Honorable Mark Obetha as chairman. The deputy chairman will be Honorable Basi Akiba. And the members of this committee will be Chairman Commerce, Honorable Munir Ahmed, Chairman Banking Regulation, Honorable Muhammad Bello El Rufai, Chairman Banking and Other Institution, Honorable Eze Nwachukwu Eze, Chairman Digital and Electronic Banking, Honorable Emmanuel Ogbong Udo, Chairman Finance, Honorable James Faleke, and these other honorable members across the geopolitical zones. Honorable Saidu Yusuf Miga, Honorable Sada Soli, Honorable Adegboyega Adeferati, Honorable Femi Bamishile, Honorable Stanley Adedeji Olajide, Honorable Miriam Odenaka Onoha, Honorable Kama Nkem Kama, Honorable Felix Nweke, Honorable Ngozi Nkwoli, Honorable Ahmed Jaha, Honorable Baka Kirato, Honorable Yusuf Adamu Gadi, Honorable Zachariah Idris David. Let me also mention that unless your name enters into the vote and proceedings of the House as a member of an ad hoc committee, you cannot be inaugurated. You cannot inaugurate any committee that the House has not resolved in terms of membership of those committees, because your name must appear on the votes and proceedings before you can say, I'm inaugurating an ad hoc committee, please. This is very important. Clerk at table, note this and put it in the vote and proceeding. We will alternate the deputy chairman of that committee Basa Akiba, since he's leading the next ad hoc committee, Honorable Ejiro wife should be the deputy of the Operation, Funding and Performance of Development Finance Institutions. The next committee is Ad hoc Committee on Investigation of the Commissioning and Abandonment Compliance in Nigerian Petroleum Industry. Basi Akiba will lead. Ronnie Abiowe, member. Omar Ajilo, member. Aliyu Bapa, Solomon Bob, Kobis, Timnu, Chinedu Obuka, Honorable Erasid Duku, Honorable Danga Abdul Rahman, Honorable Gowon Dekina, Honorable Sunday Umeha, Honorable Chinwe, Honorable Peter Niekwe, Honorable Suleiman Gumi, Honorable Mansu Musa Jega, Honorable Ajil Lesoro, Honorable Ajwawo Adeni, and Honorable Jimmy Benson. Another committee on the need for legislative intervention to avert breakdown in the university system following the academic staff union. These have been overtaken by event. We agree that the leadership of the House should take care under the leadership of the Speaker. So, moreover, they have suspended that strike, so we'll keep this in view. Ad hoc Committee on Preparedness for the Single-Use Plastic Ban. We have Honorable Tase Obo Charen, Honorable Mohammed Saidu Bagaja, Deputy Chairman, Honorable Shagaya, Honorable Mohammed Inu Abbas, Honorable Omar Ajilo, Honorable Daniel Asama, Honorable Dr. Adesola, Honorable Paul Onnamchi, Honorable Miriam Onoha, Honorable Billy Osaworo, Honorable Yusuf Mega, Honorable Masu Soro. Clerk, please notice if there's anyone that the name repeated in the committees we want to replace with somebody from the zone. We want this thing to go around. If I have one name appearing 2 times, I want you to bring it to my notice. We'll correct it tomorrow. I don't want any member appearing while others are not having the opportunity. Okay? Ad hoc Committee on the need to investigate and audit the allocation and expenditure on the implementation of Nigeria's electric power sector reforms program. This will be chaired by Honorable Architect Ibrahim Al-Mustafa Aliyu. Honorable Basi Akiba. I've seen this name severally. This Akiba. So I want you to replace it from that zone, please. Data allocation and expenditure. In fact, replace that Honorable Akiba, replace it with Honorable Mutu. Honorable Mutu. Okay? Should be the deputy chairman there. Under, you work with Aliyu Mustafa. Honorable Kabiru Amado, My Palace. Honorable Zakaria Yampa. Honorable Shehu Dahatu. Honorable Abdullahi Rashid. Honorable Kelechi Nwogu. Honorable Aliyu Gara. Honorable Salishu Majiriri. Honorable Ginger Onwu Sibe. Honorable Said Yusuf Mega. Please, the next one is the Honorable from from FCT, representing FCT. That will replace this Miriam. She has been in other committees. Please remember. Honorable from FCT, please can you announce yourself? Announce your full name, please.
My name is Honorable Joshua Chinedu Obika.
Joshua Chinedu
Obika.
Obika for FCT. So Honorable Joshua Chinedu Obika to replace Honorable Miriam Onoha there, because I've seen her name in more than one place. Ad hoc Committee on the need to investigate and salvage the situation of federal roads in and out of Calabar. It will be chaired by Honorable Abubakar Folata. I've seen Manusoro so many places. Please replace him from Northeast. Inua Basi, Muhammad Inua. I've seen that as well. Serial Hearts, Omosode Ibunedion, Jejere Mohammed Buba, El Rashid Bala Abdullah, Honorable M.B. Shehu, Sam Lawa Gaki, Honorable Sani Danlami, Honorable Egbudi Abraham, Honorable Ishaya Lalo. I'm seeing Basi Akiba again. Replace that Akiba with Honorable Chairman Air Force. Clark, are you listening? Chairman Air Force should be here. This Akiba. Chris Nkwanta, Honorable Chance Moore Wachuku. Honorable colleagues, the idea is to make sure we engage as many people as possible, cutting across the whole geopolitical zone, so that we don't have names repeating. There are other committees coming. Will also, those who are here now will not make the other one. That way it will go around, everybody contributing to nation building. The next one is ad hoc committee on to investigate the rising insecurity and loss of several lives in Abuja, the federal capital, despite the CCTV project secured. The chairman will be Honorable Donald Ojogo, and the deputy will be Honorable Amo Bioga. We'll have Honorable Billy Osaworo. Honorable Zachariah Wujampa has appeared severally. Buka Talba, Ayang Alfred, Salman Idris, Adewela Hamid, Amadi Akarachi, Joseph Bagudu, Aminu Balele. This committee should be 21. The remaining names should be announced by tomorrow, please, and let it go around. Leader, please move that the House do adjourn till tomorrow, same time, same place.
Very gladly. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise to move that the House do adjourn plenary to tomorrow, Thursday, 11 a.m., same venue. I so move.
Minority, please, if you want us to leave.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I stand to second the motion that the House do adjourn to tomorrow, Thursday at 11 a.m. I do second.
Those who support that the House do adjourn to sitting till tomorrow, same time, same place. Say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The House is hereby adjourned till tomorrow, same time, same place.